As human beings, our time on this earth is finite. Regardless, we are increasingly comfortable wasting our time on things we don't love and don't care about. There is an entire world out there waiting to be discovered by you, but it's hiding in plain sight, behind a language. If you clicked on this video, chances are you already have some sort of desire to learn a language. Whether you believe you're too busy to commit to it, or you think maybe you're too old, or you don't learn that way, it's never too late to start today. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should learn a language right now. And stick around for number 3, because I did save the best for last. Reason number 1, your only limit is time. The most intimidating part about learning a language or starting a language is the amount of time that it will take to master that language. And there's no clear answer as to how long it will take. Some people say if you were completely immersed in a language, it takes 6 months. Some people say it takes 2 to 3 years. Regardless, it all depends on so much. However, think about this. Every day you say yes to this goal, you get closer. And every day you say no, you get farther away. Say you're the slowest language learner on earth. Say it takes 5 years to reach your language goals. If you commit today and say yes to that commitment for the entirety of 2024, no matter what, at the end of the year, you will be 1 year closer to your goal than you were the year before, if that makes sense the way I said that. It doesn't matter what you sound like or what your overall improvement level is, you will have 1 year on that goal that you didn't have before. And you will pick up so many things along the way, not just the language. It's similar to the process of losing weight. If you commit to your goal, you're in the gym, you're eating right, you're on a consistent schedule for, 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, you may not have the aesthetic, look that you thought you would have or that you wanted to have, and that can be disheartening. However, regardless of any of that, you are 6 months closer to your goal than you were 6 months ago. And even if you don't have the aesthetic look that you wanted, you're healthier and you're stronger. So when it comes to language learning, the sooner you say yes, the sooner you can start racking up these points. I don't know why I worded it that way, but my point still stands. Moving on. Reason number 2, monolingualism is isolation. Wherever you live, wherever you were born, we all live in our own little corner of the universe. We cultivate that little corner, and as we grow older, all the information that we know about the world is informed by our little corner. For instance, your cultural standards, the way you eat, the music that you listen to, it's all informed by that little corner and how you grow up and what you're accustomed to. Now, is that really the best way to go about your entire life in the big picture? I just mentioned something similar to my friend. Shout out Miriam if you're watching this. I know you are. I love you. Anyways, Miriam is from the UK. I don't realize how American I am until I talk to Miriam. Why is that? Because outside of my small foreign circle of friends, I only have access to what my eyes can see. And what my eyes see is only America, America, McDonald's, bald eagles. I don't have access to anything else. Learning a language gives you the unique opportunity to take a step outside of your cultural bubble. Which leads me into my 3rd and final point, which, as I said in the beginning, is my favorite. But before we get into it, if you like what you see thus far, please like the video and comment down below what language you want to learn or what language you plan on learning after watching this video and why. Now, last but not least, number 3, when you learn a language, you learn a culture with it. Imagine my friend is a storyteller. She's excited to convey to me this beautiful story that she crafted with me and you in mind. She tells me the story from her heart and her soul. Now imagine me bringing you that story secondhand. My energy is completely different. My hand gestures, even some of the words I use, can be completely different. But you never have access to the story the way my friend wanted to tell it. You only ever have access secondhand. That is what you're doing to yourself when you are reading Russian literature in English or watching Spanish movies with English audio. You're only getting a fraction of the story that the storyteller wanted to tell you. A person reading an English translation of a German book will miss things like the difference between geben and Schenken. Schadenfreude is one of the most popular German examples of a word that has no English equivalent, but there are so many. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but just like randomly in my German class, I will ask what this word means, and my professor will have to step back and be like, it's hard to explain what it means in English. But there are so many words like that in every single language, not just German. And that is the storyteller wanting to tell you a story that you can't be told in full, secondhand. If you love something, learning a language can unlock a deeper understanding of that thing, and therefore a deeper love. If you find yourself loving a culture, you may benefit from learning the language. If you needed a sign to start your language learning journey today, this is your sign. Adios and auf Wiedersehen.